All right, Coach, thank you. Brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guy Patriots. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and this will be fielded at the 6. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the .30-yard line. On 1st and 10, Rivers. Man open left side, it's Williams. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. A first down throw here for Rivers. Going underneath for Gordon. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Rivers now to throw on first down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, I don't mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get right to it.
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Rivers on first down. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. From the gun, Rivers. Incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Rivers now. And it's complete. Henry. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Hunter Henry, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Caleb Sturgis now for the point after. Sturgis for the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. This will be fielded at the 8. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. Gronkowski. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Here we go now.
They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Here we go now. Blue line it. Blue line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Right side, that's complete to Gronkowski. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Set. 3-19. 3-19.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down.
Here we go now. 3-19.
On 2nd down, Michel. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves to James. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. They'll check this one down to Michel. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Here we go now. Blue line it. Blue line it.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. He was looking for Gronk that time, and it's 3rd down.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
Hurry up. Here we go. Blue line it. Blue line it.
Looking to throw. Goes underneath here to White. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And Bryant's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. And they give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now a 2nd down throw for Rivers. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. 1st down, Rivers. This is Gordon on the dump off. A good pickup there at 22. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. Those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
From the red zone now, Rivers. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Cordero Patterson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. Point after now from Sturgis. Sturgis adds the PAT, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They begin with Michel on the ground. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a 1st down. This is Michel, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Back to throw here. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Now Gordon on first down. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Second down, Rivers. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Hey, go orange. Orange.
Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. Complete. It's Henry. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down. Rivers now. Only 1 pass has hit the ground for him. 10 of 11 thus far. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, left. Hey, go orange. Orange.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. He completes it to Henry. And he'll go down at the 28. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. He'll be stopped short of the 25. The nice move couldn't free him. Dante Hightower on the stop.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
12.
Rivers from the gun on 3rd down. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Now it's Sturgis converted on the field goal. Now he'll send this one away on the kickoff. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Patriots gearing up to go now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
No. Check. Patriot. Gun.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he fires one incomplete. Gronkowski, the intended target. 3rd down here. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll set up to throw. And that will be incomplete as well. I don't know. He had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
The mental focus.
Yeah, that's true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the 27. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. The intended receiver there, Allen.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Now let's go. Green 39.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Patriots are back within a score. Now Matt Bryant on for the point after. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and that slices the lead down to 17-10. Here's Bosher to kick it away. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And the Chargers coming out on the field now. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people would think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 22. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He got 29 yards that time. Rivers now 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10. Rivers now to throw on 1st down. And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Sturgis for the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now out come the Patriots. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Melvin Ingram in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
They'll drop to throw. And a dump off to White. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. They'll give him a yard on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. The Chargers getting set to go, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Check safety, check safety.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Rivers. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, Rivers. And that is incomplete.
So it looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
And Sturgis able to knock it through. And that'll push the lead up to 17. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They're going to look to throw. And he's got an open man. It's Gronkowski. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Over. All right, here we go. Green.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
39.
He'll look to throw. A shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down.
For a 1st down, throw a fastball. When that quarterback's going to learn, you don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Back to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. And just 18 seconds remain till halftime as they come up on 1st and 10. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we have reached halftime intermission with a visit. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And an alley to run. He's at the 50. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
We all know the teams never want to use the word panic. But if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
The first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from the Motor City. And the Lions adding more points to their total, extending that lead. And we'll try and keep you updated on those events and others around the league as we continue through this one. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Corey Liuget coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
On the handoff, it's Michel. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Now let's go. Blue landed. Blue.
Now back to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Following the interception here, Rivers. He's got his man on the crossing route. A really nice gain of 25 yards. A nice little completion there by Phillip Rivers. And you and I were reading the article yesterday, 5th grade. Rivers had to do a project where he had to make a poster about his dreams and aspirations. So he clipped out a football player from a magazine article and pasted his face on the helmet. That's what he wanted to be, and it turned out okay.
Not so bad. Not so bad at all. Remember, he's the son of a coach. And on that play, I think he made the old coach proud with that completion.
So 2nd in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. One man in the backfield is Gordon. Now Rivers. And this is hauled in by Williams for a Charger touchdown. A 4th touchdown pass there for Phillip Rivers. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. And it's no good. No, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. This will be fielded at the 8. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive. Just past the 30-yard line. The Patriots offense now. They work their way back onto the field. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll try to get this offense going with Michel. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
He'll look to throw. That's out to his running back, Michel. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
I like the look that they just showed there. When you come out in a passing formation, spread things out a little bit, makes it really hard to cover the middle of the field, doesn't it? Because you got to go out to the perimeter and cover those guys.
Yep, exactly. Got some good blocking, too. Helped him pick up the first. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Melvin Ingram in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I think the Patriots are going to hang on to the football. They do. They get it back.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They'll set up a throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down. Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for New England. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Charger offense making their way back out there. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And some room to maneuver. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Now a hit, and Rivers lost the football. And the Patriots have it. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the ground, Michel. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll look to throw here. Now he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Here we go now.
They'll look to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Set. 3-19. 3-19.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. James White, the man he was looking for out of the backfield. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. Detroit. Detroit.
They'll set up to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
New England on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9.
Detroit,
This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
Back to throw here. This is caught. Gronkowski. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. Back now in Foxborough.
Hey, we got 4 now. Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Set. Green 39. Green.
They'll run. This is right. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. So stuff from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Looking to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
This Charger defense continuing to hold the line. Now it's a 3rd and goal situation. They'll drop to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Oh, yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th.
Set. 3-19. 3-19.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Chargers hold tight down near the goal line. First carry for the fullback, Aaron Ripkowski. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
A good solid game there on first down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
A little more room here on 2nd and 6 from the 6. Now they'll run it on the toss. Flash the nice move, but only able to get to the 10 with it. Malik Jefferson in there on the stop.
But that's not a call you see every day. A toss play inside their own 10-yard line. Takes a little bit of brass right there, and they were able to get a little bit of yardage.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain at all on the play there, and that brings up 4th. Here's Drew Kaiser now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Now the Patriots offense, they worked their way back out onto the field. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position where we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Joey Bosa in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
4 down. Set. Blue 90. Blue 90. Hot. Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Hot.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
Because they have, you're right, they have had no room to breathe. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Now let's go. 319. 319.
And he will find his man. That's Hogan, complete. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Now let's go.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And Gronkowski's got it, complete over the middle. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. That is incomplete. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. He'll drop to throw. Going for the deep ball. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
All right, here we go.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Yeah, that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. Gronk, so tough to cover. Sometimes the flag's going to come out.
His size and his ability create a lot of these pass interference calls. If you're trying to go through him to get to the ball, that's almost impossible, and he benefits on the play.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here we go now. 3-19.
He'll look to throw. And that's caught. It's Hogan. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
No. Check. Patriot.
They're going to look to throw. And this one's incomplete.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Now let's go.
Back to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Now back to throw. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down. He's lucky to be getting that one back.
After what they've done with him all day long with all the targets trying to go after him, he's obviously gotten smart, and his pride has kicked in. Made a terrific play.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Hurry up, here we go.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, that's taken in by Gronkowski. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. And they've got another 1st and 10 as the penalty keeps this drive moving.
Detroit! All right, here we go.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that one's going to be over everybody in the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Looking for his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
All right, here we go. Green 39.
He'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another 1st down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves. but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Oh, and it's incomplete. That would have been big in the end zone if he could have held on. Instead, it's second down. Michel on an island by himself in the backfield, second and goal. Now it's the backup Stafford. And this is going to be intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. This spot in the fourth quarter with that deficit had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And they will take a knee here. Here's Drew Kaiser now, standing just outside his own goal line. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. It's taken to the 26. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Patriots take over. They're all through up in Detroit. And the Lions have scored again, widening their lead even further. And if they could hold on to that lead, it would be win number 4 on the season for them. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. This drive starts out on the ground with Michel. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Keeping it on the ground on first, Michel. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off. But in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. And with that, we say so long from Foxborough.